about members of the community of the Northwest queer community. They've gathered for the annual Mahikeng Pride March. The march is aimed at promoting humanity while strengthening the voice of the group. Refiloe Seboko is following that Pride event for us, and she joins us from Muntsiwa village to tell us what it is that we are seeing this hour. Good morning, Refiloe.
What you are seeing this hour, Dudu, together with our viewers, we're just standing next to the stall of an organization that's helping parents, friends to accept the LGBTIQ communities. But allow me to welcome Relebogile to tell us more about this organization. Thank you so much and welcome to Newzroom Afrika. Tell us more about what your organization really does.
Hi, Refiloe. Thank you so much. Our organization, PFSAC for short, because it's a very long name to say, it helps families and friends to understand the issues that queer people have and generates a safe environment wherever they go home, because we notice that most of the hate crimes happen in their communities and it's always people that they know. So when people come out of home knowing that the people that love them accept them and generate and advocate for them in everywhere, every space, then they can live as themselves freely.
And what are some of the challenges that you are picking up from parents, friends, community members, and even members of the parents, families, and friends of South African queer?
So firstly, we noticed that the main issue is information. So the information that is brought upon about queer people on the media is not a clear representation of what queer people go through. So you'd find in stories like maybe someone comes out and then they experience violence and they experience crime. So it kind of plants that seed that when you come out, you're not going to be accepted, right? And families also hear like very challenging stories and they don't know how to support queer people. So we know that the main issue is fear, it's misinformation. Yes.
And how do you measure whether your organization is making an impact and in terms of information sharing?
Okay, so we have specific dialogues where we go back to the same communities and we also absorb some of the people that want to be allies, and then we see them kind of generate a space and people come close and say, it has changed my life. I now have reconciled with my family. Now I know how to be at school. I can stand up for myself, because we also want to make sure children are safe in their schools as well, because we've had cases last year of kids who are committing suicide because schools have not been safe.
Thank you so much for your time. And Dudu, allow me to welcome Mama Fufu. She is going to tell us about her challenge as a parent. Tell us more, Mama, the challenges that you are having.
Yeah, most challenges is that when you come up with your child saying to the families, your child is a member of LGBTIQ+, you become ostracized, you become the black sheep, they just cut you out. So as a parent, you need to be to be informed and very strong and have a support system like this this organization that represents families and allies to encourage you to keep on going on regardless, against all odds. But the most, once you are being attacked by within the family, is the worst of them all, because mostly they become suicidal. They feel like they have no sense of belonging. So, and most parents are stuck there at homes not knowing who to talk to. So as this organization has rise up, then they have somebody to come to and say, hey, I've got a problem like this at home. My child doesn't know where to go to. We don't know who to talk to. So that's where we come in.
And how has it changed your perception in terms of the LGBTI community, and this march in particular? What do you think does and its contribution to the country or to the nation as a whole?
It's the awareness of saying they must just open up their minds, because most people are stereotypes. They still don't believe that a person can be different and live long, because they think it's a phase, just going through a phase. So it's a complicated issue, because some parents, it's hard for them to accept in the first place, because they know that they'll be attacked by the churches, the community, firstly from the family itself. So when we make workshops, we teach each other how to accept it takes time to accept and to acknowledge that this is going to be the way it is. It's not going to change. She's not going through a phase. It's the way she is, or because now there's terms that you have to address them with. It can be a she or he or trans or them. Because now and we're also learning as we go along the organization that there are non-conforming or non-binary or gender fluid, which we're still learning as parents, and we're teaching each other that what does that mean? Because some they tell you no, I'm either no she or he, and then it's like, and then but who, where? So it's still a learning journey.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time, Mama Fufu. Let's leave it there for now, Dudu. The march has not really started. People are coming in drips and pieces, and we also understand that there are more organizations that will be making their presentation in this annual Mahikeng Pride March.
Refiloe Seboko, thank you very much, ma'am, for that update.